Do you know when you should use the filter function with the calculate in Power BI? In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly when this combination is essential for your creating more accurate and flexible analysis. If you want to take your analysis to another level, this video is for you. Before we understand how to use the filter inside a calculate function, we need to understand first how calculation works. The calculate function uses an expression and filters. It could be 1, 2, 3 or more filters. These filters cannot contain a measure. It needs to be a column. We can use another measure to filter a calculate. It needs to be a column. And this column, this value in the filter cannot return a table. The filter has to be a number, a text, or a date. If we try to use a table, create a formula measure that returns a table, it's gonna give us an error. Let's see that in a real case scenario. Okay, so first of all, we have two measures here. One is total sales, that is a simple sum of the sales amount, and we have the quantity of sales, that is a count rows of the table to see the quantity of sales because each row is a sale. So first of all, let's see how much sales do we have. 60,000. Okay. Now I want to create a measure that counts the sales only if the sales amount is higher than $1,000. Okay, so let's go. We can create a new measure. Quantity of sales higher than $1,000. Okay, calculate total quantity of sales where total sales higher than $1,000. And okay, it returns me an error. Which error it is? A function placeholder has been used in a true-false expression, that you use it as a table filter expression. This is not allowed. As I told before, we cannot use a measure in a filter inside calculate. It needs to be a column. How can we work this out? Using filter. So if I put a filter here, filter, it needs a table, fact, internet sales, where total sales higher than $1,000. Okay, here it is, close the parentheses and enter. Now it's gonna work. Let us put a card here. Here it is, $11,000. Why this work? Because what filter did here, it filters the table outside the calculate is as if the filter function create a virtual table with only the values that I want, and then it will calculate total sales only it will return the amount of rows only for this filter context. Then it will return here a little table with a number, and then we can do the calculation, the count that we want to do. So I think it's pretty clear, right? So now we can have another example. Here we have a color table. In the DIM product, we have a column that has all the colors of the product, and we want to use a measure that calculates the total sales only for red color products. So let's create one. Total sales with red equal calculate total sales where color equal red. Close parentheses, enter. Let me put this in a table. Total sales with red, and let's give it a little more size in the text. Okay. Now I will create the same measure but using filter. Total sales with red filter. Calculate total sales filter. It needs a table. It's my DIN product where color equal red. Let's put the measure here also. As you can see, it returns the same value. But what is the difference? When we use the filter here, as you can see, it returns a blank value with in the measure with filter, and the measure without filter using only calculate returns the same value. It will behave the same way for every filter, except red. Why is that? Because calculate, if you see the documentation in Microsoft, calculate is a function that alters the filter context of that measure. What is that? It's basically ignoring all the filters that you are applying and using its own filters. The measure said, I want to the total sales only for red color products. So that is the context that calculate is using. If you use filter inside it, filter will respect the external filters that we are applying. It will remain using all the other filters. So it will respect them. So that is the basic difference. One will keep the filters, the other will ignore it and only use the filter specified in the measure. So it's good to you to know what is the context of the information that you want to build your data to decide the best approach. They are both correct. It's only modify the way that you're gonna see the data and the objective that you need to analyze to achieve. Okay? I hope that helps you in your decisions. So, what do you think of today's video? Did you like it? Let me know all in the comments below. I also want to know what kind of videos do you want to see here in the channel. It could be Excel or Power BI. You choose it. Before we go, I like to remember you to click in the link in the comments to see our two ebooks, one in Excel and one in Power BI. I'm pretty sure that will help you in your daily basis using these two amazing tools. So go there and check it out, and we see you on the next video.